this season, we wear all kinds of protection to avoid any type of contagion, from masks to visors and different gear like gloves, disinfectant, Purell, all kinds of things that we wear in order to protect our bodies. My question is, what do we do to protect our soul? Many times people are afraid of viruses, of all kinds of diseases, bacteria, infections, but they don't pay attention to their spiritual life. Today I'm going to talk about the subject of spiritual contagion, how you can avoid it and protect yourself and your family. When we turn on the news, we hear a lot about contagious viruses and forms of protection against it. They call it PPE. This way, we protect our bodies from a potential damage, sometimes even death. However, people pay little attention to their spiritual life and don't protect themselves from spiritual damage caused by negativity. Sin can also transform you into someone who is functionally dead in the eyes of God and sometimes of your community. Both the Old and New Testament scriptures talk about separation from sin. God intended that a painful separation will hopefully cause an individual to return from the error of his ways. There are two aspects to consider when talking about spiritual contagion. Number one, contagious blessings. Number two, contagious curses. What is a contagious blessing? You know that blessing is kind of contagious? We need to be sensitive to whom we connect with. We need to be sensitive. Just because a person is rich or influential, it doesn't mean that he's the right friend for us. We should pray every day, God, bring the right people into my life and take out the ones you don't want them to be in my life. We need to pass over the surface and understand what they have in their hearts. Some people are not right for us. We can sometimes get along with people just because they are close related to our boss, but if you don't feel good about it, we need to move along. So pick your friends very seriously. What about contagious curses? Do you know that spirits are contagious or transferable? You may not believe in this, but I'm here to tell you that is a reality. You can become affected by the spirit of the person that you enter into a relationship. In 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16, God asks this question through the Apostle Paul. Do you not know that he who unites himself with a prostitute is one with her in body? For it is said, the two will become one flesh. What the Bible means by in body can be translated in substance. By other words, there is a spirit of prostitution that will cause the man that has a relation with a prostitute to become united with her. So what we need to do is to try to get exposed to blessing and to protect ourselves from curses. Never in the history of mankind we've seen a worldwide effort to protect and isolate people from contagion. People are told to stay at home, to wear protective masks. This is a massive effort to end contagion from a deadly virus. We need to be wise and do some of these things in order to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Spiritual contagion is something very important. You know, there are similarities between the human body and the local church body. In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, Paul likened the local church body to a physical body, and indeed there are many similarities. For instance, just as the human body exhibits distinct symptoms when infection begins to spread, a local church or a Christian will demonstrate many telling signs that the spiritual infection has begun to take root in their midst. So here are 3 things you need to do in order to protect yourself from spiritual contagion. Number 1, be grateful. Always thank God. Number 2, stay close to God, reading His Word and going to a Bible-based church. And finally, number 3, remember yourself that you have the victory confessing words of faith. Jesus came to destroy the works of the devil. Jesus lives within you, and through Him you have victory. This was my little devotional. For the full message on spiritual contagion, just check my website at passioncenter.org. God bless you.